me just explain that, like, this process with God takes a long time. That's when I'm stepping on the characters and stuff right now. I'm not trying to make nothing, and I'm just, like, trying to get back on thinking about God again. And what I figure is it takes time. Well, what I'm doing technically is just taking a break off from just going only for God to do a story that includes God in it, but isn't just about him. Like, you know what I'm saying? It isn't just about, like, a bunch of priests getting together and battling, which would make no sense. It's just the one character is, the main character is going to be religious, but there's no real main character. That's the other thing. It's just that part of it would appeal, like, just to see if a religious guy could hang in a battle, like, thinking about it. Of course they could. There's some guys that could, but it's usually because they became religious after they were becoming something else. Right? So that's what I'm trying to figure out right now, is I'm in this midterm thing. First of all, the thing I figured out about God, it takes a long time. Like, if I played any of these characters and stuff, it doesn't take a long time. I could just do that over 2 weeks or something like that. To be with God, it's a lifetime, man. You have to spend your whole life. It's like being married or something. You do. Because, like, falling off away from him is always dangerous. That's why I just don't even like playing these characters. It doesn't give me any joy when to pretend I'm any of the characters I'm trying to make, whether they're good or bad or anything. It makes me joyful whenever I'm thinking about him. That's the truth of it. So the true side of me is I'm more of a God guy than a tough guy, bro. Way more. Or a slick battle rapper or anything. Way more. I can just do it. Because I'm basically telling the stories of people I've been around. I've been around tons of them. But I've been around other people too. That's why I like telling, just a common story. But I've been around a lot of characters that this makes sense for, and it just made sense to try to explain, like, yes, I've been in studios and everything where I was doing songs with someone who was doing a gangster song, but I would make mine like a conscious song. Tons of times I tried that. Or have I been in places where there was people just making straight gangster music? Oh my gosh. It should be its own genre, gangster music. There's so many people who do that, and it doesn't even seem like... Well, that's what I'm saying. I've been around so many people. Like, I've even been around 2 Chainz in the studio before, dude. Like, not like I did the song, but he didn't even do a song. His boys did. The Duffel Bag Boys did. But, like, I've been around so many people that were certain levels, like, that I don't know how to explain. Like, it's just first... I don't know who this is for, and that's why, they're going to give up on the project or continue it, but it's going to take a while to do this project. And I don't know how long I'm going to be away from God and my mentality and my spirituality to continue playing a role and writing a role. But like I said, George Lucas had to have characters in it that were good and bad. Every story, even the Christian story, has characters that are good and bad in it, or people who have values that are different than each other or anything like that. Like, there isn't really a story where there isn't a character where it makes sense. Like, so every story has drama in it. Every story. So I can't explain what I'm doing, but I just hope people don't get the wrong idea about it, because it's just roles. They just feel like characters to me, man. That's all it feels like. And Jamaican guy, reggae guy ain't working out, so I gotta figure something out. I'm not good enough with that, and that's crazy. I'm better at doing, like, not Motown, but, like, singing stuff. It came so much easier to me than doing reggae. I listen to way more reggae than I did that type of stuff. It's just crazy. I'm talking about rap reggae. Like, not Bob Marley reggae. The singing reggae and the rap reggae are different stuff. That's why I look at it like dance hall versus roots reggae. Like, roots reggae. Like, that's a whole different sound. You know, that always has got the it's got that a lot of times. It messes with ska music a lot. They got a lot of it from ska music. They just slowed it down a little bit and just started vibing to it. Bob Marley was my favorite musician, man. That's why he's the reason why I think hip hop started in Jamaica. I think it did. I think it got its original roots from Jamaica. Original roots. I don't think it started where people were rapping there. I know that was New York City. But I think if you watched before, New York started doing exactly what they would do with bringing the sound systems and stuff out into the street and then having a guy just talk over the beat. New York started doing it, but that was in Jamaica in like the 60s. You know what I'm saying? That was like during Bob Marley's time they were doing that. So those were technically DJs who would just be like, all right, everyone, get up. We got to feel this. And that's how it started. People just doing that. And then the guy was just like, well, if I have a little bit of time, I'm just going to rhyme during it. So people think it's cool. I think. I don't know. No one knows. Nobody knows this answer, how it started. Everyone knows it was in New York City, but I'm just saying where I think it came. It's just a guess, bro. I don't know that. But this is just about trying to get closer to God again and thinking about what I got to do and if I can even play these characters anymore or be any of them, because they're taking a toll on me, man, and God doesn't take a toll on me like that. It's just easier to be with him all the time, man. I don't know. That's all I'm thinking.